Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and yes, in this video this is a special announcement. This is a special announcement for the wonderful and one of YouTube's fabulous entertaining pianist YouTubing man, Harry Volker from the Netherlands, and the beloved husband of Magda Volker, as lots of you already know, having seen Harry's contents and all the rest of it. If you believe this or not, Harry's contents recently reached the 1.3k subscriber milestone, a large hitting of a milestone and a lightning, quite like a huge lightning gash in an enlarged theatre hall, really, the subscriber milestone of 1.3k. I mean, it's certainly quite some excellent stuff, I must admit. And I'm very, very happy, I have to say, for Harry's achievements. And some of you may or may not remember me saying this, but Harry has been an important figure to me when watching him, as he kept me very entertained, as well as helpfully helping me with overcoming the loss of my late grandfather Edmund, whom, as lots of you know, he very sadly passed away back in February of 2020, as lots of you already know about it. And obviously at a time when I was still, for quite a reasonably sustained period of a few weeks to a few months potentially, still undergoing the painful, sorrowful bereavement, which affected me deeply, as the same could certainly be said for my grandmother Anne, who is now very much in reinvigoration, having made her reinvigoration point, luckily. And I did make the reinvigoration point, but obviously the negative impacts were still within me for a reasonable time, which I did manage to overcome. Really largely thanks to Harry Volker and other fun YouTubers I watched. The very same year Edmund died. You know, as I was incredibly close to Edmund, as lots of you already know, and really looked up to my wonderful grandfather. I really did. And as a result, Harry had been of just huge help for me overcoming the painful loss. He really was. I have to say, he just almost certainly was, I do say. Really, he was. Yes, yes. And certainly it's thanks to Harry, as well as overcoming the loss of Edmund, but once I did overcome the loss of Edmund, I began to not only socialise with Harry himself within his YouTubing contents, I began to socialise with all his, with many of his people who follow him, his subscribers, as you could say. I began to interact with them, or those who always gave comments via Harry's videos. And I have to say, I made some wonderful friends now, thanks to all that, and thanks to Harry and his much beloved wife of over 50 years, Magda. I've made some wonderful friends thanks to him. I've made some wonderful friends from his who not only view Harry in his native country. He's located in the Netherlands, or Dutch Holland, definitively described as geographically. And he has some followers who follow him in many parts of the EU region, around the European continent. And he also has some followers who follow him from America, believe this or not, and Canada, and also some in England, not to mention. I would think some in England. It's special thanks to Harry I made friends with lovely Stephanie from El Paso in Texas in the United States of America. And also lovely Karen, an avid cat lover who is located over in the US state of Iowa. And also Brit, the lovely Swede Brit, the Swedish lady from Stockholm in Sweden. Very fine lady, the lovely Brit is. And Buket, the lovely Turkish lady Buket, who also did very sadly suffer a painful loss back in 2021, losing her cousin who was like a brother to her, and felt pretty much the same bereavement I felt when losing my late grandfather Edmund. Those were wonderful friends I'd made, thanks to Harry himself, and also made friends with another lovely American lady who again is a huge, revered, avid cat lover, Helen from Mobile in Alabama in the United States of America. Many wonderful friends, and including a new friend, Edgar, who seems like a very nice man. I'm not sure where Edgar himself is located in, but I would assume he's either British English, I could be very wrong, or he's possibly American or Canadian. I wouldn't know for sure. Well, I would have to ask him. Well, I mean, I've never asked, but I'd probably ask Edgar himself someday. So yes, it's definitely thanks to Harry because of all the wonderful friends I've made from viewing his contents, thanks to the wonderful pianist expert man himself. And special congratulations indeed to Harry himself for his 1.3k subscriber milestone. Thanks to his expertise with his piano skills. But thanks all indeed for watching. The link to Harry's channel will be found in the description below within his YouTubing contents. Please let me know what your thoughts were on this video in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I shall certainly see you in the very next video. Bye bye everybody. From Foxy.